And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, yes, welcome to, you know what time it is. Yeah, you know what time it is. Welcome to the showtime. Yes, welcome to the showtime for all of you watching around the world. You guys are amazing. For all of you watching around the world today. Yes, are we officially live? Let's make sure we officially live. I think we should be live, yes. Today, yes, we are officially live today. Yes, today we're going to be doing 5 whiskeys you should be buying, yes. In 2025, you should be buying some of these, okay? That we're going to be showing 5 whiskeys that you should be buying. And not only that, we're going to be cooking up. We're going to be cooking up something for all of you watching. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. On number one, for all of you that have been here before, thank you everybody for always being here on time. You know I like to show up late. For all of you watching, don't forget to hit that like button up there. If you're watching from your phone, tap the screen. If you're watching from your telephone, your laptop, your girlfriend's phone, your boyfriend's phone. If you're watching from a TV, maybe you got a TV in your car. If you got a TV in your car, your Cadillac. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't. Point of the matter is, it's about to rain out here. It's about to rain out here, and today, uncut bum sausage. I'm going to be cooking this up. You're going to see how I do this before anything. You guys already know what time it is. You know what time it is. Boom, let's put this over here. Boom. Let's drink up. I already poured myself a little bit, so cheers all of you. We're going to do the first drink. Blanton's. And for all of you, I like to put the K on there. Blanton's. Is this one of the whiskeys you should definitely have? You should always have Blanton's, okay? Here we go. Let's drink this up. You should always have that bottle. It don't matter if you don't like it. I don't like Wild Turkey 101. It stinks, but it's good. You have to have this. So for all of you who haven't tried any of the whiskeys of our 5 whiskeys you should buy yet, I'm starting off slowly with all of you. Good to see Instant in the chat room. Anybody that has a membership, don't forget to comment in the chat room. I'll give you shout outs, and on the stream, super chats are priority, right? If you send a super chat, I'll give you a huge shout out if you send a super chat. That is something that goes on to the next month. So if anybody watching and you have not ever participated, but you love the show every day, right? When you get home or when you're working that janitor job, maybe you're a janitor, maybe you work at Taco Bell, maybe you work at McDonald's, maybe you work at TJ Maxx, maybe you work at Marshall's, right? And you have your time off, and this is your best time off. You take your time off right here on the live stream just to watch us. Guess what? You can always send a little appreciation in the chat room. And don't forget, I'll give you a shout out. Point of the matter is, today, I'll be using Cosmo, the cow cover. Yes, Cosmo, the cow cover. I'm be using this for our beautiful piece. Yes, our beautiful piece of sausage that I'm going to be doing. Now, I'm going to say, I got leftovers, yes. I got a lot of leftovers, so I want to make sure you guys know a lot of leftovers I have, and I will be eating them. So, for all of you watching, barbecue's on. Barbecue's on. I opened the vent. Oh man, I broke my back opening that vent. Whew. Oh man, I got a spinal injury now. Point of matter is, we're drinking the one whiskey that all of you should definitely have in your collection. I don't tell you this is the best whiskey in the world, but you always should have it. It's not part of the 5. I'm going to show you the 5. Let's start off with the 5. We're going to start drinking them, right? So, number 1, Early Thames. You gotta have this in your collection. It's a must-buy to have in your bar. Early Thames is a great bourbon whiskey, inexpensive, about $20. I got these for $15. And then we have Bing Bong. Oof. And we have Weller Special Reserve. The thing I like about this is that summertime's here. It's low proof, 90 proof. I get a good amount of vanilla and oak on here. The best thing about this is I take this to the beach. When I'm getting toasted up, I'm getting real red. When my skin starts turning a little bit brown, Weller Special Reserve is exactly what I like to take to the beach. But this is Port of the Five. We're going to put this on the side. And I think some of you guys know one of my favorite bottles out here, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Okay, I'll show you. And then you're going to get the Russells. This is not the Reaper special edition, no. This is a Russell's 10-year. They used to be about 34 bucks. One of the best 10 years you could find. And most of the time, you can find these for still the same price. There's stores that still haven't changed the price. New price on these are about $45 to $50. Be careful buying those prices. You never know. You might step into a mom and pop shop and you might find this for $34.99. You might find it. So there's another one. That is the number 3. And then, oof, I was going to put something else on the stream, but I have to tell you, Bardstown Bourbon Company does some good stuff. This is a bottle that doesn't get a lot of praise. When it first came out, it got so much praise, but then it just died out in like 5 days. And this is just an outstanding bottle. I have about 3 of these backups just in case. Really good. So this is Bardstown Bourbon Company, the Origin Series. And this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon, and this is it's sitting at a good proofing. You're looking at 48% ABV. They go full. There you go. You see the full. Anyways, it's a white label. You can see that beautiful plant in the back, right? It ain't a cactus, and it ain't anything too crazy. And then the one bottle. Ooh, my favorite. I hope this is not a new one. It's not a new one. Okay, Benchmark. I have a ton of these too. This is my favorite to buy. This is literally one of my top 5 you see here. One of the top 5 favorites that you should definitely try to buy and have in your collection. Always have it. You can grab it. You don't have to worry about drinking your Blanton's bottle. But top floor, nobody talks about this. This is one of the best. We're going to be drinking all of them, right? We're going to drink all of them, but I got to open this up. Let's open this up, okay? Let's open this up. Ooh, man, my knife is looking flimsy. Uh-oh. You know what I learned? This week I learned something crazy this week. You guys want to hear it? Anyways, let's pop this open. You guys have hit that like button for the community, yes? You guys are probably like, what the hell's even that? This is sausages, but they're just so concentrated in the meats. It's almost like you're getting like a turbo boosted sausage. Does that even make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. The point of the matter is it tastes good. It tastes really amazing. First thing we're going to light this up with will be some olive oil on this plate. Now, don't get me wrong. You could go into a haunted house with diapers, right? You could go into a haunted house with diapers. Don't get me wrong. But these sausages are so small, you don't need diapers. And why do I say that? I don't even know. I don't even know why I said that. Point of the matter is, good shout out to my chat room. These are the little weenies, right? Little Oscar Myers. They're not Oscar Myers, but you get the concept. Now, to make these amazing, you have to understand just because you have a small amount of something doesn't mean that it's not going to be extraordinary. No, this is going to be intensely good. Now, I'm going to just say this: olive oil is a must. Okay, you want to get that crispiness. I kind of want to turn these things black. I want to turn these things black. I like the crispiness, right? I like the crispiness. I like it when it's when I'm cooking, all of a sudden, all I'm thinking about is me, like, I don't know, like in another planet while I'm eating. I'm like, damn, this is out of this world, man. I'm like sitting in Mars eating this. There's nobody in Mars except me. I think that's Elon Musk's dream. Here we go, let's drink this episode. We're drinking Blanton's, but we're going to start drinking other ones, right? So here we go, let's start drinking this one. Wow. That went into the back of my throat like a, you know what? Like a good piece of, man, what you guys thinking of? Like a good piece of sushi. I don't know how many out here we got, but I'm going to say this. I like talking when I'm cooking. Yeah. Recently, somebody commented on one of my, cooking videos. They said, Man, I love watching you every day. Sometimes you say the craziest things, but I concur. And guess what I said? I said, me too. Me too. Cosmo, cow cover. Let's start putting this on here. Damn. It's like if somebody just, it's like a, what is this, man? This looking like from Thailand. Uh-oh, think I got some of those paprika in my nose. If you get that paprika in your nose, you sneeze, you might dislocate one of your ribs. When you get older, some of you will understand. If you're not old enough, you don't know what it is to get a good sneeze through without your bones flipping out through your flesh, without your spinal cord feeling like it's going to be just snapped off. Sneezing without feeling your neck have a whole sore for a whole month. It's a different feeling, man. I know there's a lot of people that don't know what that feels like. What do you mean, Reaper? You're telling me when you sneeze, your foot gets dislocated? Yeah, it could happen. And just sneezing, you're just tripping, boom, your ankle just breaks. Or like you're sneezing, like boom. Side of my rib, I just got an opening right on my side, and I'm thinking it's my, I don't know. I think it's my rib. My rib just popped out. And some of you don't know what it is to sneeze and not feel nothing. You're like sneezing when somebody says "bless you." You know, when some people at my age, some people say "bless you." They should thank the Lord that I didn't die right there. They should thank the Lord, not even about my heartbeat. It's about my neck staying in place. Holy Lord. It's about my neck still there. I know some of you understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Man. I used to hate it when I was younger. I was a younger guy. And at school, they would say, bless you, every time. I go, man, I'm going to keep on sneezing. You keep on telling me that, bless you, I'm gonna keep on. I remember that. But yeah, man, I'm to the age, man. I sneeze in the movie theater. They better call an ambulance. I might just have left my whole bottom part of my body on the movie theater seats. Or my back just got displaced or something and it's stuck on the seat. Gotta call 911. We're gonna start doing more of this Cosmo. And I don't go to the movies anymore because I can't I can't stay up. I fall asleep in those movies, man. Last movie I went to go see was John Wick. Most action-packed movie, man. Going to the most action-packed movie, John Wick. Go to the movie. I think I understand why my father, whenever I offer him, a long time ago I offered my father, a long time ago I offered, hey, you want to go to the movies? Nah, I'm good. I kind of understand now. I understand completely. I get into a good movie. I'm waiting for the movie all year, go to the movie. And then bam! First shooting, right? You get a shotgun, boom, boom, everything's good. It doesn't matter if you go to the movies, if you're older, it doesn't matter if you go to the movies, full sound effect, 3D. It don't matter if you have the actors in front of you. The actors could be inside the movie theater. Literally, the actors, Keanu Reeves could be inside the movie theater. And I will officially, in the first 10 minutes, it'll be so good. And I just, oof, lights out. Lights out. And then it's like, man, you got to catch yourself because you don't want to be snoring, right? You don't want to be snoring, right? You know what I mean? You don't want to be snoring. Gonna ruin somebody's movie. Anyways, early times, we're gonna drink this. This is one of the whiskeys you should definitely have in your collection. I have 5 whiskeys out here, and we're not talking about the Blantons. Well, I have 5 whiskeys out here, and we're gonna start to drink some of them. I'm gonna tell you why this is good. It's $15. You can buy this for $20. It's really, really good. Let's pour this up. Let's pour this up. A little pour, a little pour. Now, for any of you that want to know, is it a black top? Is it a purple? Or is it a pink top? It's a blue top, man. It's a blue top. It doesn't matter what top you get. They're all really good, okay? I'm going to say this right now. You're not going to see the difference there's not going to be much of a difference. I've had a black top before. A black top is really good. But do you think I want to go out there searching for more black tops? It's almost impossible. Almost impossible. So definitely early times. But yeah, man, I go to the movie theater, man. It could be the best movie. They could bring back Saving Private Ryan Part 2. Okay? The movie theater could have Saving Private Ryan Part 2. One of the best movies that has ever been, ever. One of the best movies. If you haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, holy Lord, where have you been? Probably not in the USA. The point of the matter is, if they had a part 2, right, the brother goes to war or something, I would go see it, like in a heartbeat. But once those bombs start going out in the movies, oof, it's going to be lights out, boom, lights out. I fall asleep in the movie theater, man. I can't go to the movies, man. I can't sneeze. As an adult, I can't sneeze. Some of you already know what it is. As an adult, I can't sneeze. I can't go to the movies. As an adult, man, there's some things that it just changes, right? If we go drink this up, it's just because I fall asleep if I go to the movie theater. What it is. It could be Coyote. What is it? Coyote Ugly Part 2, right? With a bunch of women that I take. I'll still fall asleep. Let's drink this up. Absolute divine. Absolute divine. Let me just say this. This is so good. You got a little bit of fruity note. And the rye spice, it is just beyond me for $15. I'd rather save myself a movie ticket and buy more of these. So, again, one of the whiskeys you should definitely get, Early Times. And for a lot of you that are watching, do me a favor. If you want to win $1 million, let's get some positivity in the chat room. If you want to win $1 million, I see you. Hit that like button. Tap the screen a couple times. I give you some good luck charm, yes? Good luck charm. The Reaper will give you some good luck charm if you want to win the lottery. You want to win $1 million? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. There goes somebody hit that like button. You see? That means somebody out here is going to get some positive energy from me. Last time somebody did that, they ended up going to, I think it was a casino, and they ended up winning $5,000. So hit that like button. You see, there you go. Somebody else hit that like button. There you go. Hit that like button. Tap that screen. Point of the matter is, we're going to be cooking up these beautiful things. But before we even say anything more about this, oof, we are officially 20 minutes in. I learned the other day, just weirdly, somebody said, I don't know, at the store, I was at the store looking for toothpaste. And somebody said at the store, it was a conversation with like three women. I'm like going through looking for the toothpaste. And then the girl just out of nowhere, she just says it. Yeah, you know, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, she got her tampon stuck. She got a tampon stuck and nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to avoid this conversation, man. I'm trying to avoid this conversation. I can't close my ears. I'm at the grocery store getting some toothpaste. I can't close my ears. I mean, if you're gonna close your ears, I mean, what the heck? You're gonna close your ears and they're gonna say something to you, man. So I kind of looked at them, but the girl kept on going. Yeah, Kelly, yeah, Kelly, she had it stuck. They didn't find out for a whole month. That's how the girl sounded like. And then the two girls, they were like, man, how are you saying this in public? And I'm looking for my toothpaste still. I kind of felt like whatever toothpaste I get, it's going to taste real bad. Real bad. I don't even remember if I got toothpaste. I think Jack Dosito caused. I think I did that day, and I went to go buy meat. The point of the matter is, look at this. Bing, bang, boom. Now you have to revolve this around. You have to spit it around, okay? Trying to spit it around. You get a lot of that olive oil to hook on these, right? Hook on these. I hope I kind of got. I don't know, man. Some women sometimes irritate me. Some women have a voice that irritates me. Gentlemen, I think you guys understand what it is to have a woman irritate you. One of the hell of the worst things that I could ever see. I put the NBA TV on, playoffs, and then you hear a woman being an announcer. Oh, no. Yes. Number 11, he's been playing so good. Man, come on. Come on. Man, I'm in a man cave. The last thing I want to put is the NFL. You understand? I don't want to put the NFL on TV and there's a woman announcer. Man, what the hell's going on? If I'm watching the women's NBA, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, amazing athlete, right? She's a basketball player. She's a professional basketball player. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, right? Point of the matter is, look, Caitlin Clark, great basketball player. If I tune into the women's NBA, I want to hear women talking about women. It's just what it is, man. I tune into a volleyball game, Olympics of volleyball. I don't want to hear no dude. I want to hear what do these dudes know about volleyball? Women know about volleyball. I don't want to hear a man. If I'm tuning into the damn friggin' volleyball channel, that's just what it is, man. Is it too hard to please a man? Is it too hard to please a man? If there's a fish channel, right? If there's a fish channel, fishing channel, if there's a fishing channel, sometimes I tune into it on the weekends, right? I don't want to see Captain Shirley. I want to see Captain Shirley. She's been fishing for 20 years. I don't give a dang. She's been fishing for 20 years. You better show me those trophies, girl. You better show me those trophies. You better show me those trophies. Captain Shirley, you better show me those trophies. I want to hear a man tell me where to go fishing. I want to hear a man tell me that he just pulled up a Goliath grouper. I want to hear a man, when I tune into that fishing channel, I want to hear a man tell me the only way to catch dolphin is at a certain season. You understand? While I'm eating in the morning. I don't want to hear a woman complaining. That's just not me. Good to see Who Dat in the chat room. Some of the ladies in the chat room, April Neal, Who Dat, good to see Who Dat. April Neal, Forum Kitty, good to see all of you. There's people like that when I rant. This is not a rant, this is a real conversation. This is a real conversation. Let's move this out of the way. So the Blantons, move that out of the way. But I think some of you men understand what I mean. I think some of you men understand what I mean. I think I'm the only one that really just says it how it is. Let's drink us up. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink us up. Now I love when women are talking, women narrating a movie. It's so perfect. Women narrating a movie. I still might fall asleep, but women narrating a movie, ooh, outstanding. Women, literally, any movie, you name the movie. I don't care what, unless it's Braveheart. If it's Braveheart, we talked about it. Any movie a woman can narrate. There's a movie that I want to see in the movie theater. It's called Ballerina. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. We're gonna see. Hopefully, I'm gonna figure out when I can see it, and I'll let you guys know how that movie is. But I don't know if I'm gonna go to the movie theater. Point of the matter is, we're drinking this one now. Early Tams Baldwin Bond, 100 proof. Honestly, you can't go wrong with this one. And we drink the rest of this, and then we're gonna go on with a different whiskey. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Let's drink this up. There was a guy at the store the other day. He was complaining about getting 50 cents back. There was a guy at the store the other day. I think it was in the weekend. At Home Depot. It was a Home Depot. The guy was complaining that he didn't get his 50 cents back. My man. A dude complaining about 50 cents. Now, I'm not going to tell you his ethnicity because it should have nothing to do with it. His ethnicity should have nothing to do with it. Don't ask me if he's Asian. He's Haitian. Don't ask me if he's Haitian or Asian or if he's... Ooh, there's a mosquito here. Or if he's anything. Don't even ask me. The ethnicity doesn't... If he's Indian, don't ask me if he's Indian. Don't ask me if he's Indian. Don't ask me if he's Indian. Point of the matter is, I'm next in line. And I'm at Home Depot. I'm next in line. And I was wondering why this guy was taking so long. So I asked him, I go, you done? You done? And he said something under his breath. He said something in his breath. I didn't even know what the hell he said. Completely don't know what he said. Oh, blah, blah, blah. He said something like that. It just sounded weird. I don't know what he said. But he was ranting. He was ranting the whole time. I'm next in line, man. I'm next in line. There's only him. It's only him. Once he gets out of the way, that's it. I ring up and I go home. All I hear is I ask him again. I go, hey, you need help? Like that. Dude, is he talking to me or who's he talking to? And he's looking around. So I said, you know what? He's probably talking to somebody else. Maybe the manager has him handled or something. I don't know what the hell language he's talking. It can't be English. So the lady comes up to him and she says, sir, there's nothing I can do right now. If you could wait a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I heard, man. Blah, 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 blah. And then the hands, they're moving in the hands. So I told the lady, I'm waving to her. I go, hey, can I go next? She goes, wait, just give it a second. I'm like, all right. So then some lady comes, just a random lady. It's not even a worker. I would have gave him 50 cents, man. I would have gave him a whole dollar, as a matter of fact, for him to get the hell out of the way. But I didn't know what was happening. All I heard was him babbling. He was just babbling, putting his hands up. And you're probably wondering, does he have a mustache? Does he have a big black mustache? Yeah, he had a big black mustache. And he was darker than me. Point of the matter is, I'm not going to tell you his ethnicity because we're not here to talk about that. But then one lady comes out of nowhere and she goes, here you go, just take it, she says. Just take it. So he goes, thank you. He says, thank you, he gets a receipt, and he just walks off. He had sandals, by the way. I don't know if any of you care. He had sandals, by the way. Like the knitted sandals. The sandals that have like the Velcro. Yes. I don't know if that makes a difference. The point of the matter is, The lady comes up to me and she says, "You're next." I go, "What happened?" I was trying to help the guy out. She goes, "He needs his 50 cents. I go, "What do you mean he needs his 50 cents? His 50 cents got stuck in the machine and the machine wasn't giving it to him. And he wanted his 50 cents. But what do you mean, like?" So she goes, "He had put money in to pay and he was supposed to get change. He got the change, but they didn't give him the 50 cents. So I told her, I go, "Oh, well, if you would have told me, I would have gave $1. And as soon as he starts walking out, he starts making a commotion. I mean, you got your 50 cents, man. Why are you making a commotion? Makes no sense. But that's remember, I'm in the USA. I'm surrounded by a ton of people. This is literally, I'm surrounded by Filipinos. I'm surrounded by Asians, African Americans, Haitians, Cubans, Colombians, Venezuelans. What else am I missing? Brazilians. People from Germany aren't here too much in Miami. We have Italians down here, a lot of Jewish people, from Israel. There are a lot of Jewish people from Israel. We also have a lot of Iranians. We have a lot of Iranians too. You don't see the Iranians very often. Have a lot of Iranians down here. Russians, oof, we got a ton of Russians. This place is like an infestation of Russians. There's a ton of Russians down here, a ton of them. Mainly they hang out in Fort Lauderdale. So if you ever come to Florida, you go to Fort Lauderdale. The Russians are in Fort Lauderdale. So if you want to meet the mob, you go to Fort Lauderdale. You'll meet them at the club. You'll know. How do you know? They usually have fancy cars. Be careful if you meet their sons. I met one Russian mobster's son, and that boy was crazy, man. That boy was crazy. He was younger. He was in his 20s, but that boy was crazy. Crazy. When I'm talking about crazy, he was using all the money from his father, and he had a certain limit on his card. Everybody knew this. Everybody knew this. So what he would do, he would show up late. I had to be working around like at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and he'd show up late. This kid, literally, there's no joke in here. This kid, his family, let's not even talk about the family. The father basically owned a discotheque here in Fort Lauderdale. And what ended up happening was everybody knew that. They wouldn't mess with the kid. And it's a kid, to me, it's a kid, it's 20-some year old. Let's drink this up. And some of the other mobsters, they let me know. They tell me, because some of them, they own strip clubs. Some of them have strip clubs. They own liquor stores. Some of them also owned other stores, right? So they told me, because I was there almost every week, right? I was with most of them, and there was two type of people. There was the Russians and the Israelis, which they talk Jewish, right? They're Jewish. They all had money, man. They all had money. One day, this is gonna be out of the wood. One day I was just talking to two of the nice guys. One guy was Indian, and the other guy was from Israel. They both had companies. They almost fought in front of me. I had to cut off the fight. They'd known each other. The guy says, "I know him for 40 years, and he's never done this to me till today." That's what he said. And I was able to cut that fight up. It was an Indian guy and a guy from Israel, a Jewish guy. They were both in the business of selling products. I don't know what it is they sell, but the point of the matter was they knew each other for 40 years. In that moment, I was there to save that relationship. They were about to get up and fight. Anyways, the point of the matter is, let's go back to the mob story. Before we go back to the mob story, the Russian mob story, I'm going to drink Russell's 10-year, yes? Let's drink the Russell's 10-year. So like I was saying, the kid would show up late, like 3 a.m. Mind you, he's over, I think he's like over the age. I think he's like 21 or something at the time. And everybody was telling me there's a certain limit. The limit on his card was like 7,500. They gave me a precise number. It was something precise like that per day. Per day, his limit per day was 7,500. I told myself, man, having a limit per day, 7,500. You could do whatever you want to. Man, that's crazy. That's casino money, man. That's crazy stuff. That's crazy stuff. 7,500 per day. That mobster's son had 7,500 per day that he could use. Mind you, I found out that his car, because I had to go to the car. He wanted to go with me to the car, and he wanted to tell me something. His car was the most ridiculous Land Rover or Range Rover, the Kim Kardashian's car. No, crazy car, man. The car he had was crazy. And Mercedes, it was a Mercedes, one of those G-Wagons. There you go, with G-Wagon. Crazy G-Wagon. Anyways, the kid's young. Point of the matter is, why am I telling this? So one day, he comes with two girls. They were his girlfriends or his friends, whatever. Comes up with the two girls. First thing, he loses like $2,000. He puts down $2,000 and he wants some more money. Everybody knows his tally at this point, right? 7,000. Everybody's already counting the tally. He's down 2,500 or 2,000, something like that. Well, one of the girls comes and she says that she wants some sushi. So he orders her sushi, and the sushi bill that I saw because he was next to me on the phone was $200 and something. I don't know what kind of sushi he be ordering, but I ain't ordering no $250. It was $254 with the tip and everything on the phone. I don't know what kind of sushi he be eating. Some caviar. Maybe he put caviar. I don't know. I have no idea. The girl was hungry. She was hangry. And he was telling me she wanted food. Do I want food? No, man, I don't want no goddamn $200 sushi. I don't know if your father's going to walk in and he's going to say, hey, man, did you just order a $100 sushi roll? Man, I didn't order $100 sushi. I said California roll, and I was hoping it's $5. Your son ordered me a California roll with a gold flakes on top with some caviar and extra stuff. I didn't ask for that. All I asked for was a Cali roll. Cali roll's cheap. I didn't want to be in that situation. You never know when the fellow's going to just come in and pull him out with his moms or friends that he comes in. And the point of the matter is, so the girl goes to the bathroom. She starts crying in the bathroom. I don't know why. There's another girl that's around there. She's sitting down, and she's hungry too. She gets the food. They get the food. He comes back. He loses another $3,000. So now he has how much? He's down 3,000, so he's down 5,500 plus the $200 that he just spent on the sushi, right? Mind you, he wants to get more money. Now he has 1,000 and something left. 1,000 and something left. I think he has 1,300 left, right? So he tries to take out 2,000. It doesn't let him take out $2,000. Doesn't let him take out $2,000. So then there's a random guy, which I already knew the random guy. His name was Valdemir. I'll never forget that name. Hell of a name. Valdemir, right? Valdemir was his name. He would have money in he would have chips of money in his purse. He doesn't have a purse, he has a little bag. He would have chips of money in his purse. He took out two purple chips. He took them out, he just gave it to him. He goes, hey, don't forget, I know your dad. He goes, don't forget, I know your dad. I'm like, man, what the hell? What am I doing here? I'm like, man, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Don't forget, I know your dad, he says to the kid. And then the kid's like, damn, I don't even know if I want to play. He gets up. He gets up and he says, I'm out of here. He gets up. I never forget this. And then Valdemir goes, my chips. What are you going to do? He didn't even want Valdemir. So there's another Russian guy. Another Russian now. The other Russian guy is like my age. Other Russian guy didn't want to tell the kid anything. He didn't want to tell the kid anything. The kid got up. He didn't want to play anymore. He goes cash out those chips. He goes cash out those chips that he just got from the two purples. That's $1,000. Okay, 500,000. He just cashed them out. Look, even the bird's laughing. Even the bird laughing. And then once they walk out, Valdemir looks at me and he says something in like a Russian. He cursing in Russian. He cursing in Russian, man. Russian cursing. I don't even know what they say. Sluika, bleh. I don't know what they say, but he was cursing. That night was crazy. But for for some of you, I don't know if you guys understand that. There's a lot of Russians here in Florida, mainly in Fort Lauderdale. Anyways, the point of the matter is, let's drink this up. This is Russell's 10-year. This is a whiskey you should definitely get in your collection. If there's 5 whiskeys on here, again, Weller Special Reserve, Benchmark Top Floor, Russell's 10-year. I already talked about the Borsheim Bourbon Company, and we already talked about this one that we just drank. It's really good. Now, I think this one is, I believe correctly, this is the Russell's, right, that I'm drinking. That's so good. Is that the Russell's that I'm drinking? I think it is the Russell's. That's so good. That is so good. You almost get like a little bit of creaminess and oak. A little tad bit of cherry on here that's really, really nice. I'm getting a little bit of spice though. A little bit of spice. I don't know what kind of spice it is. I'm just still tuned into that story, man. That story is funny. And you're probably wondering what he asked me. The kid asked me when I walked to my car. You're probably asking. He goes to me, hey man. He goes, hey man. So, you know my father, he just puts it in my face. He goes, you know my father owns a club? Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to know, would you like to be part of the home games that we have going on? I'm like, man, I don't do any of that. So then the kid goes, all you have to do is you get your chips here and then just show up at the house. I'll give you the directions. And then after we can go to the club. My father will have everything ready for us at the club. I told him I'll let him know. That was a long time ago. Told him I'll let him know. Point of the matter is, does it matter that somebody has money? It shouldn't matter that. I do know there's a lot of women that if they heard the story that I said, that most of the women nowadays, they would go along with it, right? It's very easy for like a young TikToker to go along with it, or maybe a YouTube creator to get some clout, right? It's just what it is. But Gen Z is cooked, man. Gen Z is completely cooked. You have to know when to say yes and when to say no. There's just certain things you just shouldn't do, especially if you're a woman, right? If you're a lady, like a Gen Z lady, TikToker or YouTuber creator, if you're a Gen Z, and this goes for the Gen Zs. I know we don't have a huge portion of Gen Zs. I think we have 15% of people from 24 to 31 that are watching. I think it's 15% or 24. I think it's 24%. 24 years old to 31. I think that's what YouTube gives me. We have a majority of people from 30, 34 to 50 years old. Huge percentage. And then the other percentage goes from, I think it's 55 to 65. A big percentage also, 55 to 65, a big percentage. I think that one is also like 20-something percent. And then we have a small percentage of the olders, which are like Joe Biden's age. Over here, April Neal. Thank you so much, April Neal. Here for the second part of Reaper's Ghost Stories. Wifey and Who Dat, love you. What part? Well, oh, because I said the second part yesterday. April Neal, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I do know that yesterday I did say some ghost stories. So if any of you ended up hearing the ghost stories yesterday, is a real stories. I do know that many of you probably didn't hear it, but if you did hear it, it's a true story. I hope you did hear the true story. I think I had said the second part of the true story. But there's the one part of one part of yesterday that I didn't talk about. Only way I'm going to say it is if I get a big super chat. I saw an angel. I saw an angel one time. I saw an angel one time. But I don't know if you guys even. Whoo! We got who there in the chat room with a $20 super chat. Do tell. Do tell. I don't know who that. Should I be telling the angel story? Should I be telling the angel story? Who that? Should I be? Thank you so much, who that, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. A huge appreciation to who that. I don't know if I should be telling the angel story just yet. What do you think? Right now on the stream, we're at $25. Thank you to who that. Thank you to April. And also for all of you that have got your memberships. I really appreciate it. I'm going to say this. There's only going to be one story if I really, really get to the point that we get a really, really nice, juicy, big inspiration for me to say this story of the angel. And it's actually, for some of you, there's two things that I thought it was. And I still to this day, I'm still trying to figure out, still trying to figure out if it was an angel or it was an alien. You'll probably understand why I mean alien. Some people don't believe in aliens. Okay, cool. That's all right. I understand. I remember one time I told my aunt, hey, is it true? My grandmother says that you seen an alien. I didn't see no alien. I didn't see. You better shut up. You better shut up. I'm getting out of this house. This kid's some wrong kid. Getting out of this house. I remember this. I remember my aunt. There's people who just can't say anything. You can't tell people, like there's certain people in this world, right? Who that? Shout out to who that? Shout out to April. There's certain people in this world you can't say, hey. And then they go, what? I was just walking my dog and there was like an alien outside. He was like moving his hands and I don't know if I'm hallucinating, but I don't do drugs. That person is never going to talk to you again. That person is never going to talk to you again if you say that. There's some people that are just not, they're like that. They don't believe a word. They don't believe a word. You could say it. You could take a photo of the alien. You could take a video of the alien. You could take a video of the alien. There's people out here that will deny it, just like my aunt did. You know what? I don't give a damn what my aunt is doing because I don't give a damn about her. But for all of you watching, there's people like that, man. There's people like that that don't believe in ETs. They don't believe it even if you videotape a being. They don't believe nothing, man. And they're just, I think they're scared. That's what it is. They're scared, man. They're scared. Okay, so you guys want to hear the story? I know you want to hear a story. I need a little bit more of a boost, though. Before I get a little bit more of a boost, if I even get more of a boost, I'll say the angel story. Okay? Before I say the angel story, let me, over here, I used to do ghost hunts. Oof! Ghost hunts is actually a bad thing. That's not a good thing, as a matter of fact. Let me blow my nose real quick. Give me a second. Wait a minute, let me pin my elephant. Give me a second, let me pin my elephant real quick. Yesterday I said that I can't go to church because some of the things attached to me, the energy of people that want to release their energy at church, it attaches to me. Here we go, let's drink this up. So we're drinking Russell's 10-year. I think the creepiest thing, honestly, the creepiest thing, straight up, if there's a door, you see an eye and a face. You see an eye and a face like this. Like, for example, say this is a door crack. Oh, man, I'm getting goosebumps. The craziest thing, the thing that it just bothers me, is when they peek. Like, you see my hand, they go like this, and then boom. That is probably the chillest, weirdest thing possible. That chill, you don't know what it is. Is it a friend? Is it a ghost? Is it an alien? When there's something that just peeks, looks like that peeks and just, oh, man. Now that is freaking creepy, man. You know, there's some things in this world that I don't like that to me it's creepy. Going to Chick-fil-A and having these girls always say, "Thank you so much. Would you like anything else? Would you like extra coffee? Would you like extra ketchup? Would you like extra mayo? How would you like your order? Was everything good?" That creeps me out, man. Happy people creep me out. Holy crap. I remember one time I went to Chick-fil-A and the girl, she looked like Taylor Swift. I swear to God, no lie. She looked like the sister of Taylor Swift. And she says, "Welcome to Chick-fil-A. How can I help you?" And then she had the biggest smile, man. The smile that could literally, like, you could feel the smile. Like, I don't want to be here right now. I can't wait to get your order so I can take my break. It's the most creepiest thing going to Chick-fil-A, man. I can't stand happy people. It's not real. It's like an AI. It's like an AI. But at Chick-fil-A, if you go to Chick-fil-A, their rules is to be very, very nice to everybody. If they are not nice to one person, they get written up. If they not nice for the second time, they could get rid. I think it's 3 strikes and they're out of there. If a customer wants an extra straw and they don't get an extra straw, they get fired. Chick-fil-A is a place where, how can I say, Chick-fil-A basically took the happiness from Disney World and put it in their fast food. That's basically what they did. Disney World used to be happy. I don't know if Disney World's happy anymore. Man, I don't know if I think Disney World is a little bit sour now, right? A little bit sour. Disney World ain't the same. If I ever have a kid, I'm never going to take my kid to Disney World. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. Out of your mind. Point of the matter is, you kind of want to hear the story, right? So what story is it you wanted to hear? You wanted to hear the angel story, right? The angel story? Angel story you wanted to hear? Angel story you wanted to hear, right? The story of the angel that I've seen. Here we go, drink some. Is it that story that you wanted to hear? Anyways, while we're doing this, Russell's tenure, really good. Really, really good. Again, boom, real nice. Boom, you should definitely buy this, have it in your collection. What else did I drink? Oh, I did drink the Blantons. You drink the Blantons, but you should always have that. You should always have that. I think I'm going to drink the top floor. Let's drink the top floor. Who that? Thank you so much, who that? Who that? What story you want to hear, who that? What story do you want to hear? You want to hear the angel one? Want to hear the angel one? Or you want to hear the ghost one? Which one do you want to hear? All right, here we go. Benchmark top 4. It's hard, right? It's hard to pick. Because if you say the angel one, like, everybody's going to be like, an angel again? You know how many times people have been singing Bloody Mary? I mean, not Bloody Mary, Mother Teresa. Oh, man, again? Is this going to be a story that this guy's seen a cloud that looked like Jesus? That's probably what it is. Boring. Over here, the ghost one. Okay, let me tell you the ghost one. Now, there's a lot of different ghost ones I could tell you, but I'll give you one that stuck pretty hard on me. And you can take it as it is. You can take these words as it is. Whatever it is I'm saying, it's truthful, and I hope you understand whatever I'm saying. It's something that happened to me a very long time ago. So my grandmother had a big house. Obviously, she had a huge house. Her house, the roof was so goddamn, the ceilings, high ceilings. You can't put those, my grandmother's house, her ceilings were so high that you can't put like those circus dudes that stand on some, I don't know, like some their legs are tall. Well, you could put 2 of those dudes in the house and he will still not be able to touch the roof. The ceiling, right? The ceilings are so high. High ceilings. Everything's white. Nice kitchen. Everything's nice. Is when my grandfather was alive. Point of the matter is, at this house, there was always issues at this house, but nobody even said anything. I think it was only me. Whenever I would sleep there, something would talk to me. And it just when I have that feeling that something's talking to me in my head, look, man, I don't got mental issues. I don't have a mental health issue. It's just what it is. There's just something there's something there, something there. Every time I would sleep in the bedroom, something would tell me always tell me that they're watching me. They're watching me. They're watching me. And one day I was sick of it. I was sick and tired of it. I said, prove it. I said, prove it. Prove it. I'm in the dark. Mind you, there's no flashlight at this house. I'm not in my own house. I'm in my grandmother's house, a huge house. So I said, prove it. I said, prove it. And the first thing I hear is that. I heard that. I heard that. Okay? What do I do? Well, what I do is I'm kind of worried to go to the window. There's a window there, and I'm kind of worried to go to the window. If I go to the window and I see a dude looking at me butt naked, I don't know what I would do. I have no idea what I would do. But mentally, I thought there was somebody playing a prank on me. But what's the prank? Why would there be a prank at this moment that I say, show yourself or do something, and that happens? Right? I heard on the window. So I said, the coincidence is too freaking real, man. The coincidence is too real. I didn't want to get up. I said, you know what? Screw this. At this point, that's a little bit too hard, man. That's a little bit too hard. That's a little bit too tough there. I put my blankets over and that's it. I said sayonara to that. I was hoping to go to sleep. I closed my eyes. Anyways, that was into that. When I wake up, went to the pool. I go to, and this is crazy. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy. What I'm about to tell you. I go to the pool. Only my grandmother's there. My grandmother, she lives in the house, but she's in the other side of the house. The house is so big. It's so big that literally there's a when you go to her room, her doors are literally all the way to the ceiling. To open the damn door, it's like you're opening up the doors of heaven. It's crazy big. So she's in the other side of the house apparently, right? But I didn't know this. Oh, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Now I get out of the pool, go take a shower. When I go take a shower, as I'm taking a shower, when I was a kid, I usually wear fragrances. I wear fragrances, but I didn't bring any fragrances. I only had the deodorant. When I got out of the shower, I started smelling some roses. It was kind of weird because my grandmother doesn't wear roses. My grandma doesn't wear roses. It smelled like a funeral, like roses from a funeral, like roses. It smelled like roses, and it was like a window of roses. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. Ain't nothing I can do, man. So I didn't really care at the time. I didn't care. I smelled the roses out of the shower, and I figured, maybe she sprayed something. Mind you, across from that bathroom there is a wooden library. That wooden library always gets creaks. Somebody's always walking. I don't know who the hell's always walking there, but I figure wood when it gets rainy or when it just starts warping, it starts making sounds. So the library is across and it's a little bit creepy, so I would have to run. I would have to kind of walk away because I don't want to see nothing. So as I go to the bedroom, here's the story, here's the part. As I go to the bedroom, I'm getting dressed. Before I got dressed, I knew that she was nowhere to be seen. I knew that she was in the other side of the building. Like literally, she was in the other side of the mansion, the house, whatever it is, right? So as I'm getting dressed, my door is open. I hear my name being called. And when I mean loud, I mean loud. Like it's an emergency. So I heard it the first time. Obviously, heard the first time. It was a woman. It was a woman. It sounded like her. It sounded exactly like her. Exactly like her. I heard my name. Heard my name. And I heard my name, and I said, okay, that's her. Let me put my pants on. So I start putting my pants. I hear it again the second time. My name. And at this point, oh man, it's an emergency. I'm thinking it's her. It's an emergency. I heard my name the second time. Getting a little bit of goosebumps. Hear my name the second time. Mind you, it's during the day. It's during the day. Mind you, it is during the day. It's not even nighttime. It's during the day. I heard my name the third time, and that's when I said, you know what, I'm not gonna put my shoes on. I'll never forget this. I ran out. I ran out of the bedroom to the kitchen. Which once you get out of the bedroom, you go straight in, and the living room's over there, wide open, in the kitchen. So I run out. Nothing. Quiet. Nothing. You don't hear nothing. So I start screaming. I start screaming to my grandmother. Where's she at? Is she okay? Where's my grandma? Nothing. Don't hear her. Don't hear her at all. I'm like, man, this is a joke, right? This is a joke. I go to the garage. I open the garage. I thought she was in the garage. The garage is turned off. Lights off. Nothing. I go back. I go to the library. I didn't want to go to the library. I go into the library. I thought she was there. She's not there. I go to the bathroom. She's not there. What am I gonna do at this point? I'm like, what the hell's? I have to go to her room. So I run to her room because I figured there's something wrong. And I open the room. She's in her own bathroom. Her own bathroom is another part of that whole room. She's in the bathroom, locked up in her bathroom. I knock. At this point, I'm like, this is a joke right now. This is a joke. At this point, I knock. I knock at the door. When I knock at the door, she goes, "What happened?" She goes, "What happened?" I go, "You were just calling me." No, 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 no. You were just calling me. No, she said. She says, "No, I'll be out in a second." Okay, cool. So now I jump on the bed and I'm trying to figure out what the hell just happened because I'm not gonna go back to the kitchen. I'm not gonna go back to the bedroom. I gotta figure this out right now. It's crazy. I just heard my name 3 times, and I heard it loudly, like literally loudly. Like we're not talking about in my ear, like in the kitchen, in the kitchen. I could hear her in the kitchen. I thought it was her. I thought it was her. And then she comes out of the bathroom and she says, "What happened?" She says she was taking a shower. Holy crap! She says she was taking a shower. She says she was taking a shower. I said, "What did I do?" I had to kind of collect myself for a second before I even told her anything because then she's going to freak out. So then I told her, "When you're done, I need to tell you something. Let's drink us up." Shout out to all of you. Benchmark Tom Flores, drink us up. Then finally she goes to me, "So what happened?" I go, "Look, I'm not lying. Just letting you know, I was in my bedroom over there on the other side, and I thought you called my name. Did you call my name at all before you jumped in the shower?" She says, "No, no, you were in the pool, right?" "Yeah, I was in the pool and I went to take a shower, and then yeah, I was in the bedroom and I took a shower. When you were doing all that, I went to take a shower and I never came out of the room." I go, "Did you call my name?" She goes, "No." So when she goes, "No," I said, "Man, how am I going to tell this woman what I just heard?" So I told her finally. I go, "I heard somebody call my name 3 times. The first time I thought it was you. The second time I thought you needed help. And then the third time I ran out of the room thinking it was you." This was from my grandmother. She goes to me. She goes, "No way, no way," she says. When she said that, I said, "Man, she's pranking me, man. Ain't no way. She's pranking me. She's pranking me. That's what it is. She's pranking me." So we kind of left it like that, right? We kind of left it like that. And still to this day, mind you, this is years ago, right? This is decades ago. I still think about it sometimes. Some of the things I think about, right? And in the time frame that happened, there was a lot of things that happened. And one of the things that stood out to me in that house, and this was a day that I said, "You know what? This is real deal." Every time I would be there, there would be a darker spot of the house. It would be all pitch black, right? Because when you turn off the lights, if you're in a big mansion, you don't want to keep all the lights on. You turn them part of the house off so that you save electricity. Most of the time when it was a dark part of the house, something would always tell me, "Come in the shadow, look in the shadow, look in the shadow, look, I'm going to be over there, look in the shadow." I would hear that in my head. But I would always think that I'm just playing with myself in the head, like, I'm just trying to joke or just trying to scare myself. It's not the case. One day there was a family. There was a family photo in Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving, and this is the day that I said, and this is the day that my family said there's something wrong with the house. It's a brand new house. It was built brand new. There was a golf course in back of it, so it's a brand new house. It was built brand new. I saw it when it was getting built. So you can't say that there was anybody in the house before that, right? Nobody in the house before that. So family gathering. I think it was a Thanksgiving. It got late night. It got late night, like at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It was really, really late. Really, really late. And what ended up happening was we took photos. We took photos. But back then, you would have to take photos and you would have to go to Eckerd's or the pharmacies to get your photos, right? So we took photos and somebody pulled my shirt. Somebody pulled my shirt in the back. I thought it was my grandfather. I had asked him if he pulled my shirt, and everybody was saying, no, nobody pulled your shirt. Somebody pulled my shirt in the back while we're taking photos. Mind you, I'm a kid, so how the hell are you going to believe a kid? I wouldn't believe a kid telling me pull my shirt, man. Come on, man. Probably got a roach in your shirt. Point of the matter is, they developed the film. When they developed the film, I wish I could show you because I don't even know where the photos are. There was a mist in the photos. There was a lot of photos. I think it was 50. I don't know, 50 photos that were taken. One of the photos I was in the middle and there was a mist, and in the mist there was a basically think of this is the crazy part. You guys are gonna laugh about this. Think about like Nintendo, like the Nintendo game. Think about Nintendo, like the ghost theme kind of thing. Think of a smile, right? A smoke, or a smile over here, a smile and some eyes. Think of a smile and some eyes. That was the photo, but it was a fog. There was no fog in. There was no fog in the house. We didn't blow any candles. We didn't do any fireworks. It was a fog in the photo, and the fog created a smile. It created a smile, almost like an evil smile. It almost looked like if Bowser was smiling, but it's a smoke. It was a big smile, and it took over the whole photo. Most of the photos, they had a little bit of smoke, but this one was the one that had all the smile. Okay? Now you heard that story, right? You heard that story. My aunt one day, she was in the house and she was by herself, sitting down. The pool had a sliding door, and when you slide the door, usually there's air that comes through, and well, the air just it moves the what is it called, the blinds, or the long blinds that just go down, right? They'd move the blinds if you open the door, right? So one day she was sitting down, nobody was next to her, and this used to happen to me. Whenever I walk next to the pool, next to the window sliding doors by the pool, the blinds were like this. You know, the blinds that just they go like that, they move, right? Not the blinds that are horizontal, the vertical blinds. Back in the days, that's what we had, vertical blinds. They're like all the way from the top to the bottom. So the whole sliding door used to have that. Every time I would walk that, the wind would take all the blinds and they would follow me. So if I would run, they would follow me, right? So she was sitting down by the chair that was by those blinds one day, and she screamed. She screamed. She screamed. She screamed. She said that the blinds, the same thing that I do when I'm running or when I'm walking by, the blinds moved like if somebody was walking through. She was creeped out so much, she never came back. She ended up leaving the house, and she never came back. She told a story months ago, months after, but she told a story there when I was there. But the point of the matter is, she never came back. And this is a nice house too. This is a nice house. It's like almost like $1 million house, right? And it's just for some of you, I did give you extra stuff on there. So who that? I give you a little bit extra content on there. A little bit extra content on there. But nobody's going to believe it unless it happens to you, right? Now let's look up benchmark top floor. And some of the men out here, they don't want to believe that. There's also men that are religious in the Christian religion, because I think all Christians they're good people. There's a lot of people that are in religion for the wrong things. In the Christian religion, it says that there's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts, I believe, or demons. I forgot what it's called. I think it's ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts because they're demons or something. I don't know how that goes. But the point of the matter is they don't believe in any of that. Like all of that happens. Like, what are you going to tell somebody? What are you going to tell somebody that, what are you going to tell a Christian man that goes to church religiously, and then you tell him, look, man, my friend just saw a ghost. Like, is he going to joke around and say, that's not true? She was probably dreaming. How do you tell people this? This is what I understand. How do you tell people this? Like the story that I told you guys yesterday. I told you a story yesterday. My friend saw a being, right? You don't even know what it is, right? But I didn't tell you the angel story because we might leave that for another show. We might leave that for another show, the angel story, when I saw the angel. And if you think seeing angels is cool, sometimes you kind of wonder, man. You're like, did I really just see that, or was I dreaming? But when somebody else sees it, a second party sees the same thing you just saw, that's when you know you're not dreaming. And that's how I know that I wasn't dreaming. If a second person saw the same thing I saw, there's no way. It happened in my house. There's no way. Okay, anyways, the point of the matter is we're already drinking Benchmark, right? We're going to start drinking this. Shout out to Who Dat. Who Dat says over here, I'm Christian, and I have seen my great-grandfather, she says, sitting on the edge of my bed when he died. I got his bed and Padre hat, and I would see him at night. You see, I believe Who Dat. She's straight up. Who Dat is straight up. Who Dat is straight up. But there's also a lot of Christians. Like if you're really, really Christian, like really into the religion of Christianity, and you go to church almost like 5 times a week, there's people that take it a little bit too far, and they don't want to believe anything. My aunt is, she says she's a Roman Catholic or something like that. What you mean you a Roman Catholic, man? You never even been born in Rome. The hell are you talking about? Roman Catholic. She says she's a Roman Catholic. She's never even been born in Rome. I don't even think she's ever been to Rome. Crazy lady. Wrong with her, man. Some women, but it goes to men too. I mean, there's some men, bodybuilder men, man. They squeal if they see a roach. They squeal if they see a roach. I remember one time my friend, I live in Miami, right? So in the summertime, roaches are big. You could have the cleanest house in the world in Miami. I live literally by the Everglades. This is the Everglades, right? In Miami, roaches are a big thing. They wake up in summertime. So one day, my friend, right, my best friend at the time, he's talking to me, and all of a sudden, we're in his bedroom, and his girlfriend's there in the bedroom, right? His girlfriend's there in the bedroom. His brother's in the bedroom. And then all of a sudden, he goes, ah! He goes, ah! I go, dude, what? On the floor, he's trying to step on it. It's a roach. I think the roach just came in from the front door, ran into his room, and now it's going under his bed. He goes crazy. Think of the gorilla at the zoo, right? Think of the gorilla at the zoo, like one of the monkeys just taking the banana. He went crazy. He was like a pinball. He was like a pinball, hitting everything. I don't even know how he didn't knock out his girlfriend. He started hitting the lamp. He started hitting the freaking bed. He flipped the bed. He threw the bed up. I go, dude, calm down. He goes, dude, I'm not going to be able to sleep if I don't kill this thing. I go, dude, you're going to break your bed. He destroyed his bed, all the pieces of wood on the bed. He's just popping them open like a maniac. This guy was like not even the Hulk. This guy was like What is that? Rambo. It was like Rambo. Just and then the girlfriend comes out of the room. She goes, "I'm not dealing with that." I'm like, What?" So I think she knows what the hell is happening. And then her brother, he's just still laying on the bed like nothing happened. Dude, the dude is ripping the whole goddamn bed. The whole bed is ripped. I almost feel like there was feathers coming out of the pillow. Point matter is, he's just chilling. The brother's just chilling, watching TV still. He has both of his hands in the back of his head. I go, dude, what's wrong with him? He always gets like this whenever he sees a roach. I go, dude, I've never seen him see a roach like this. I got to see this. I was like Steve Irwin watching a wild animal just devour his whole bed. His whole bed, and all of a sudden he started throwing all his books. He had some college books, I think. He started throwing all his college books. He thought the roach was gonna go in the goddamn college books, like to slide in. That thing is thick. How the hell is it gonna slide through the freaking books? I think he ripped some pages up. All his shoes. He started throwing all his shoes out the freaking door. Bam, 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 bam. All his shoes. That's when his brother got up. He said, "Look, I'm not dealing with this either." He gets up. At this point, I thought my best friend was retarded. This time, I really honestly thought, man, this guy's under the spectrum. I don't know what kind of spectrum this is, but if they're both left, this guy's real retarded. There's something wrong with him. He's throwing everything. He can't find it. He takes off his shoes. He throws them. He takes off his socks. At this point, I'm thinking he's going to get naked. He's going to get naked, but I asked him, I go, dude, I'm going to help you out. What the hell's happening? He goes, dude, I'm getting super high. I go, of course you're getting high. You're throwing everything. You're breaking everything. How can I help you? Dude, help me out. I go, I don't want to kill the roach. You kill him. And then he just kept on ripping the room. I don't even know how I got this far in this conversation. I honestly don't know how I got this far in the conversation. But if he would have never found that roach, to this day, he'd still be in that bedroom trying to find that thing. To this day, he'll probably still in the bedroom trying to find that roach. The good thing is that I walked out of the house. I'm like the dude that just goes, you know what, this is my time to leave too. It's just pointless. I can't help this guy out. Can't help him out. I left. I said, dude, I'm out of here. Peace. The brother was in the other. He was in the. I think he was in the kitchen watching the game in the kitchen, and the girlfriend. I forgot what the girlfriend was doing. Oh, she was watching. What a weirdo. She was just watching him from outside the bedroom. She got a seat. She put it outside the bedroom. Not outside closed, but far away, just watching him. Like if he was a pit bull, like to see what he would do. I don't know. I don't know what kind of girlfriend that is, but she was just watching him from far away. Point matter is, man. Next day I found out that he wasn't retarded. He said that he killed and he's good. Bam. I'll never forget that. I said, damn. You almost fooled me, man. You almost fooled me. Crazy. Almost full. So we do have a lot of cockroaches. We got a ton of cockroaches down here in Miami, man. We got so many cockroaches that you could infest all of China with these cockroaches that we have. It's disgusting. Ooh, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's drink this up. Now the worst ones are the ones that fly on you. See, you got wings. You got wings. The worst ones are the ones that fly on you. Damn. When you think you're ready to step on one, you're like, damn, I got it. I got him. You're ready to step on one, and all of a sudden, it just flies. It starts flying. You're like, dude, I don't want to touch it with my hand. And you just go, pa. You go, pa. But then it flies away again. The ones that fly are the worst. The ones that fly are the worst. Man, they're bad. The ones that fly in Miami, man, they're bad. Huge shout outs to Who Dat for giving me some inspiration. If you don't know Who Dat, she's the pink super chat queen. She either sends pink super chats or red super chats. She's the pink super chat queen on our channel. She's the biggest super chat woman ever, other than Allison, to really break the record, right? Recently, some people tried to break the record. Karen Boo tried to break a record. Ira Soto tried to break a record. But the record was always been Allison. Allison was and she still watches every now and then. Allison is one of their YouTube creators, partner, and she sent $400 on one stream, $450, I think it was, on one stream, and who that topped that one. So she's officially the top, yes, the top rated super chatter on our show. She, I believe, got to, if I remember correctly, I think it was 550 on one show. It was crazy. $550 on one show. Epic, epic, epic. Yes, epic, epic. Now, let me talk about this real quick. I haven't drank this one yet. This is my beach whiskey. I have, I think, 3 of them. Oh, man, I have a bunch of these. As a matter of fact, I got the big 1.75. I got a couple of the big 1.75. Let's pour this up. Weller Special Reserve. Nice. Can you guys tell me? I think I drank the top floor, right? I drank this, right? Please tell me I drank that. I don't remember if I drank it. I just know that, man, if you want to know what a soft man is, throw a roach in front of him. If you want to know if you got a soft man, you found your future man, right? You say you find your future man for some of you ladies. You find the future man. Throw a roach right in front of him. If you throw a roach right in front of him, he screams. Ah! If he screams like that, that boy ain't gonna save you from anything. The gorilla comes out of the zoo when you go to the zoo. That dude is the first one's gonna be running. Make sure the man you find, ladies. That's just a test. Just throw a roach in front of him. Let's drink this up. That is really good. Big chance for the women. Just throw a roach in front of your man. I think some of you will know if he's a real one. Is that man gonna save you in an apocalypse when the zombies come out? Probably not. Now, if you throw a rat in front of your man, ladies, you're savage, man. If you throw a rat in front of your man, that's messed up. It's not every day you see a rat in front of you. That's messed up. Don't take it that far. But you can throw a roach in front of him and see how he acts. Don't get a rat from Petco, man. Don't get a rat from Petco, because you never know. He might pick it up and say, "So cute. Where'd you get this, Petco?" You don't want to do that. Then you're not gonna know if this guy's straight or a little bit sideways. You don't want him picking it up and say, "Oh, where'd you get this, Petco?" I don't even know. Let's go get him a little cage. My man, this guy just got a little cage for a rat. It was supposed to be a prank. Lord heavens, never do that, okay? Sometimes pranks are good, but the pranks can backfire. Don't let them backfire. I remember one time my uncle tried to prank me big time. So where I was staying was John Travolta had a house by where I was staying. But let me just explain to you how far his house was before you start saying John Travolta lived next to you. Woof. He kind of did. He lived in back of me. But the thing is, in back of me means this is the golf course. All right, this is the golf course. My house is right here. And literally once you go around the golf course, he'd be right in back. His private plane was literally next to his house. Anyways, the point of the matter is, let me just tell you. So my uncle tried to prank me one day. Rest in peace to my uncle. He thought I wasn't going to get him. When I was younger, long time ago when I was younger, I liked playing video games. It's not that I like playing it. It's just it took time away from the time that I just had nothing to do. It took the time away. And so I used to have a Game Boy back in the days. Back in the days, I used to have a Game Boy, and well, I wasn't making enough money in school to afford a game. I wasn't making it. I was gambling and making money, and I was making money in school, but I wasn't making enough money to buy myself a video game that I wanted. It was a video game I wanted back in the days. Anyways, the point of the matter is, me and him, he wanted to lose some weight apparently, so he wanted to be like Rocky. He wanted to be like Rocky. So mind you, the whole way, it's a lot of miles. I don't even know, maybe have no idea how many miles it is. A lot of miles. So we had to go around the golf course. We ran around the golf course, right? He wanted to run around the golf course, go all the way to John Travolta's house is to wave at him when he's not even outside, and to run back. So we get all the way to John Travolta's house. We go around the golf course, right? And it's a long way, but it's a nice way because the trees are like pine trees, and those pine trees are all tall. It's beautiful, beautiful. The smell of you can smell it. It's the smell of grass. The green golf course is really nice. You get a breeze of the pine trees. The smell in the air was just so nice. It was luxurious. It was the most luxurious walk you could have on earth, I think. So we're going, and we get to John Travolta's house. He goes, all right, you're waving. He goes, okay. He's super tired. Mind you, he didn't lose any weight. He probably lost like freaking 15 pounds of water right there, right? No real weight he lost by running that. Then he goes, I'm in a scooter, by the way. I didn't run. You thought I was going to run all that? You're out of your mind. I was in a Razor scooter, right? So then he goes to me. He goes to me. He goes to me. This is what he says. So I did the whole thing with a scooter. He ran. He ran. He goes to me. If you give me a scooter, and you run from the house all the way home, in. He goes in, and he looks at his watch. He goes in less than an hour. In less than an hour, you are about to win a video game, whatever video game you want to. I go, oh my, that's amazing. I could do that. It's easy. He goes, is it easy? I will never forget. He got my scooter. He zipped off. I go, hey, wait. Are you keeping track? He goes, yeah. He just skipped off. I see him little by little. Like he's probably over here. Like he gets further and further away from me. And I have to make it all the way back home in an hour. This is a prank that he wanted to prank on me. So as I get to the halfway point, I'm already dying. I didn't think it was going to be easy. But basically cardio I'm cardio. You could call me cardio. I get halfway point. I get the round. I was thinking about cutting the golf course, but then he's gonna say, I saw you. You cheated. I know he's thinking like that just to get out of a bet. It's basically a bet, right? So I get close to the end, and I had about 20 minutes left or 15 minutes left. I get to the point that I'm getting back to the house. Next thing you know it, he's nowhere. I knew it. He's trying to prank me. He's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I would think somebody's at the finish line to figure out if I'm here. Nowhere to be found. My whole lung is about to collapse. My kidneys about to collapse. My eyeballs are like full of sweat. I don't even know if I'm getting pink eye from my own sweat. I'm freaking tired. Nowhere to be found. So I said to myself, you know what? This guy's about to prank me. And I know what he did. He tried to prank me to get the scooter so that he didn't have to get his fat ass all the way back running, because he used to be a Marine and he just wants to feel amazing. But he wants to cheat. Marines don't cheat. Right? Marines don't cheat. But he was a cheater, right? He was a cheater. Marines, you know what? Shout out to all the Marines. Shout out to all the Marines. Let's give a huge shout out to all the Marines. Point them out. Let's give a huge shout out to all the Marines. I get back to the gates, and in the gates, when I get to the gates, I see him nowhere. I got his ass. So I start walking. When I go inside, I get my scooter. He's in his bed. He just finished showering. I threw my scooter at him, and I said, pay up, you son of a gun. Pay up, you son of a gun. He says, nope. He says, nope. He says, nope. You didn't make it on time. He says, you didn't make it on time. You didn't make it on time. I go, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And then I get the scooter again. I go, hey, I'm about to throw this at your head. Second time, I'm going to throw it at your head. He goes, nope, you're not, no. So I threw it, and he locked himself out of the room. Point of the matter is, this is where pranks. Some of you have to understand when you're younger, or even if you're older, pranks know how to leverage your prank. My leverage was my leverage was my grandmother. My grandmother was the leverage. He wanted to buy a new car. My grandmother was the leverage. I knocked on the door and I said, hey, you know the new car you want? You're probably not going to get it. Just letting you know, you're not going to get it. So I go straight to my grand. He runs out. He runs out of the room and he says, hey, come over here, come over. I go, look, man, you either give me the funds to get this game. I'm not going to throw the scooter at you anymore. You either give me the funds to the game, or the prank that you just did, I'm going to just expose you. And the prank I'm about to say, that what you just did to me, it's going to be over, my man. It's going to be over. So for some of you that ever get into pranks, you have to have some leverage. I have a lot of leverage there, right? I could tell my grandma, hey, there's a ton of leverage. I could tell my grandfather, there's a ton of leverage. I could tell him, look, you're not going to get that car. There's so much leverage. Mind you, his sister, there's another leverage, his sister, right? Ooh, his sister's gonna slap him. Point of the matter is, he gave me $25. I grabbed the $25 and I told my grandmother. My grandmother told him he's not getting a car. And not only do I have the $25, now he has to give me a brand new video game. I ended up getting a brand new video game at the end of the day. Point of the matter is, look, for some of you, even if you're adult, if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, whatever it is, remember you can always understand these life lessons. These life lessons are big, huge. The life lessons are huge. Always have a little bit of leverage so that you can officially be able to get out of anything. If you think it's a prank, it's okay, roll with it. If you think it's a prank, roll with it. But have some leverage on there, right? And he's not alive anymore. He passed away a long time ago. But yeah, he used to be a Marine, and in the Marine Corps, they would do things like that, man. They would do things like that. They would do a little bit of pranks like that. This is all fun and games, right? If you have a group, but he doesn't have a group of dudes. He doesn't have a group of dudes next to him. It's only him. It's a little different. So for some of you, understand, okay, for all you men, don't let your friends prank you. Don't let your family members prank you. Don't let your family members and your friends prank you. Let's go for the ladies too. The ladies, I think it's a little bit different with the ladies. The ladies, it's a different intelligence. The men and the women have different type of intelligence. The women, they get petty. The men don't get petty. The men, unless there's a man that gets petty. If there's a man that ever gets petty, he's a woman. But most of the time, the women are the ones that get petty. The men don't get petty. They get aggressive. They get aggressive with their men, their opponents. That's just what it is. It's a little bit different. The point of the matter is, hey, look, I've been having a fun time talking to all of you, but we have to cook up something. And I'm drinking. I think, at top floor. Let's drink this up. Very funny. Never forget that. That was so funny. I knew I wasn't gonna lose. There's no way I'm gonna lose. Even if I didn't even. As a matter of fact, he doesn't know. He passed away already, but if he's in heaven watching this story, I didn't run the whole thing. I walked the last 2 miles of it, knowing that you were probably at home taking a shower. Yes. He's never gonna know. Never did find out, did he? No, never did. We're gonna start doing this. And for some of you, it's gonna be as easy as 1, 2, 3. right? What you want to do here when you're cooking this up, now he knows. No, he's never gonna know. He's probably out there partying somewhere in over there in heaven somewhere. Point him out is look. They say when you pass away, you go into another planet. Holy Lord, there's so many people that have different things to say about that, right? Where you go, when you pass away, man. I'm the Reaper, man. I'm the Reaper, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Let me put the line on. Oof. Oof. Let me put the light on. All right. So there's a scientist. I'm just gonna give you guys just a short little thing that I want you guys to know. So there's a scientist that he experimented to figure out how it is. He put some analysis together and some facts together, and he came to a conclusion. This is a random. He's what is it called? I forgot the name of those people. It's like what Albert Einstein was. I forgot what they're called. Quantum. What is it called? A quantumologist. I don't know what the hell they're called. There's scientists out there that put some stuff together, like data together. They do it for years, right? Decades. They put data together to figure out just the answer. And one of the answers was when you pass away from this one guy. It was a scientist. He said that when you pass away, this is what happens. You black out. When you wake up, you go through a tunnel. In the tunnel, you feel like you're floating. But you don't feel like you can't feel your hands, you can feel nothing. It's just spirit floating away to a different port. It's a portal that takes you, and it takes a long time, but it's a quick time. At the end of the tunnel, that's what he says. This is not from me. This is not from me. This is from the scientist. He says at the end of the portal, which is you're basically floating up somewhere. There's a hole far away, like a bright hole. As soon as you start getting close to it, it starts getting brighter and brighter. And he says, he has got proof, evidence from the 2 decades or 3 decades they've been doing it, that you go to a different planet. On the planet you go to, apparently your spirit stays on that planet. This is what he says. And he says that it feels like heaven or also can feel like hell. It's 2 different parts of a planet, but you still go to a planet, he says. Here's what he says. I don't say this. It's just what he says. In this planet, you're here in this planet for a little bit of time. It seems to me, but he says at time, there's no time there. There's no time there. You're there for a long time. You could be there for thousands of years till all of a sudden one day, boom, just that's it. You're just reincarnated somewhere else. You're in something else. He said that there was proof at the end of his analysis that one person went through that whole situation. And when that person went through the whole tunnel into that new planet, that's supposedly what I was just saying, the person, boom, he woke up. But when he woke up on Earth. He woke up in the ER where he was in an accident. He was in a coma for a total of about 4 or 5 years. This was a scientist that officially, you could look this up. Look up the scientist. Don't know the name of the scientist. He had a crazy name. But he had done research about this. I thought it was very interesting. Very interesting. Do I believe in that? I don't really. You know what? That is for everybody to have their own judgment. Port Manners, the Reaper's about to put this on here. Dang. I'm about to put that on here. You have your own judgment of what you think. All right? You have your own judgment. Everybody has their own opinions. You're welcome to have your own opinions on anything. Have to do with that because that's your life. That's your life, and whatever you believe, you believe. If you want to believe that you turn into a roach, you believe it, my man. If you want to believe that you turn into a roach, to maybe reincarnate into a roach and scare your ex-girlfriend, your ex-wife, you believe it, my man. Ain't nothing stopping you. You believe it. Here we go. We're going to put this over here. Looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good. That would have been funny, right? Somebody out here thinking they're going to reincarnate into a roach and they really reincarnate as a roach. They scare their wife or their ex. That's crazy. But what if you do reincarnate into a roach? There's a Cuban dude that wants to reincarnate and then he gets stomped on by my best friend. What then? What then? You're the roach that was in my best friend's room. You're the roach. You thought you were going to end up in your ex-girlfriend, your ex-wife's room, but you ended up in my best friend's room. And he's going through all the books. He's going to find you, man. He's going to step on you. He's going to go through all the books. He's going to destroy his bed, his whole bed cabinet and everything, his closet, everything, just to find you and step on you. How the hell? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That would be crazy. That'd be some crazy work, man. That'd be some crazy work. Imagine. If you guys like the stream so far, hit that like button if you like the stream so far. Who do you know says this kind of stuff? I don't know anybody. Honestly, I don't know anybody. Who the hell would have the balls to say any of the things that I just said? People are out here thinking, oh man, I can't say that. I'm gonna get canceled. Some people out here, just line up, man. Line up. Line up. I'm gonna get canceled. I can't talk about Chick-fil-A. Man, come on, man. You could talk about Burger King. If they give you a bad Whopper, how about you talk about it? Tell the people, man. Tell the people, man. Some people just don't like that, right? You gotta tell the people. Right? You gotta tell the people. But what do you mean tell the people? You gotta tell the people, man. Don't eat the Burger King Halloween black burger. Your doo-doo is gonna be blue. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your doo-doo is gonna be blue. You see, some people don't have the balls to say that. Some people don't have the balls to say that. And that's just sad, man. It's sad. We have people out here struggling to be able to be them. They're like somebody else that they're not. It's crazy. Like, man, if I had a friend out here that went to Burger King and he had a Whopper, Burger King Whopper, in a Burger King in Halloween, and his doo-doo or his diarrhea was blue, you best tell me, man. You best tell me. You best tell me. You better tell me, man. Save somebody. Save somebody, or tell 7 News, man. Tell 7 News. Tell 7 News, man. There's a whiskey that I haven't had on the stream. It's called Bardstown. Bardstown, we're going to have it soon. I just want to show you how nice these are getting. Look at this. That's real beautiful, real nice. These are getting really nice, but we got to make sure they still get nice. Oh, man, look at this. These are getting really nice. Really nice. Like, man, if you have a friend that doesn't tell you his girlfriend's cheating on you, I don't know what kind of friend that is. You definitely gotta tell your friends. If you ever go to Burger King, if you have an issue with the Burger King Whopper for Halloween, you gotta tell your friend, man. How is it you don't tell your friend, man? That's like for the people. That's like for the people that have the Taco Bell. What is it called? The people that have the Taco Bell. What is that drink called in Taco Bell? It's a good drink, man. Baja Blast. It's like for the people that have the Baja Blast in Taco Bell. Gentlemen, if you're having the Baja Blast in Taco Bell, if you ever go to Taco Bell, if you have the Baja Blast, you get kidney stones that don't go through your Oscar Mayer wiener, right? They don't go through your wee-wee, right? So you start getting some rocks. But then you just forget about it and you don't tell your friends, and you tell your friend, man, you got to go to Taco Bell. You got to go get that Baja Blast, and your friend just for the whole week is drinking Baja Blast, just drinking Baja Blast. At the end of the week, he ends up in the ER because he has a huge kidney stone and he can't get it through. He calls you on the phone, man, hey, dude, can you watch my dog? I go, well, what happened? Man, the doctor says that I drank some Baja Blast at Taco Bell. So what happened? I got kidney stones. You said it was good. You said it was good. Taco Bell Baja Blast with some Nacho Bel Grandes. You said it was good. I ate it 2 days in a row, and then I ate it 5 days. And then boom, I got kidney stones on the damn ER. The bill's like freaking $15,000. They said they're gonna operate me. Like, man, how couldn't you have not told your friend? You remember those days that you're just having that Baja Blast, you're having some issues with your PP? Dude, tell your friend, man. Tell your friend not to drink Baja Blast. This is what I understand with men. Men are scared to talk. I don't even know what it is. Talk, man. Talk. Tell your friend, man. Tell your friend. Tell your friend not to have that. Like Surge. I remember back in the days there was a soda called Surge. There was a soda called Surge back in the days. Remember Surge? You guys remember Surge? You remember Surge? Who in the hell was a person that couldn't have a baby? Can somebody tell me who was it? It must have been somebody like Nick Cannon that trying to have like 7 girlfriends, and every one of his girlfriends was trying to get pregnant. He couldn't get pregnant. And then one of his girlfriends named Stephanie. You know Stephanie, that name is so SLUT. Point of matters, and Stephanie says, how is it that you officially, every time you see me, you always have a Surge soda in your hand? Maybe it's a Surge soda. And then next thing you know what? He goes, wait a minute, you're on to something. So he goes to the doctor and he takes to the doctor a Surge bottle, right? A Coca-Cola Surge. And then the doctor says, that drink is not good for you. You're losing sperm. What do you mean, doctor? What do you mean, doctor? What do you mean I'm losing sperm? The soda you're drinking has an ingredients that it kills your sperm. What? What? And then the dude drops a lawsuit against Surge. He wins $1 million or a couple $1 million, and guess what? Now the whole world doesn't have Surge just because of that story, right? Just because of that story. But at least he spoke up. At least he spoke up and said something. Can you believe a man not saying anything? Having like 5 different girlfriends or 7 girlfriends, and he can't get a woman pregnant. Imagine the whole country just sucking up Surges. The USA would be cooked. We'd be cooked, man. We'd have no kids. We'd have no Gen Z. As a matter of fact, there'd be no Gen Zs. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. But you can look up the soda Surge. They took it out of the grocery stores because it was lowering the sperm count on a lot of men. A lot of men were complaining, but all it took was one man. One man is all it takes, okay? Just like Elon Musk and Donald Trump, all it takes is one man to change the world. One man to change the world. You guys think it has to be a group. You know, the gang life. The gang life thinks it's a group. They think it's better to be part of a group. It's a one-man thing. One man can change the world. That's what it is. Some people don't understand that. Okay, we're gonna start drinking Boarstown. I'm gonna say this for the two super chatters today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you guys ever want to send super chats, you remember in the chat room you could activate a little bit of my inspiration. Let's drink us up. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna close this grill up. We're gonna close the grill up. We're gonna put this over here. And we're gonna drink. We're gonna drink the one whiskey we haven't had on the stream, Boarstown. Boarstown. I'm currently drinking Top Floor, beautiful Top Floor. Who Dat? I do recommend Who Dat. You send a super channel on stream. This is the bottle you're gonna like, Who Dat. I like to have this with Coca-Cola. Do not have this with Diet Coke. You're gonna get kidney stones. Benchmark Top Floor with Coca-Cola, so good. So good. Love it. All right, Boarstown Bourbon Company, we're going to drink it now. Let's drink the rest of this. It's good. You have to get this. It's part of the font that we put on the stream. It's inexpensive. It's really nice. Let's pour this up. Let's pour that up. Let's take off. Let's take off. Yes, let's take off those sausages. Let's take those sausages right off. You're probably wondering why is it that I close the grill. You want to make sure the meat inside. Make sure the meat inside gets nice and cooked. All right. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to April. Make sure the meat inside gets cooked. We don't play around with our meat. We cook it. We make sure it gets nice and cooked. That's good. I'm going to leave it on there for just a little bit longer, just a little bit. If you guys can see, you guys can see. Well, you guys can see really nicely and clearly. I hope all of you have enjoyed today's stream. We stream every single day as much as I can. All right, we stream every single day as much as I can. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. When to move on. I do my best. Not everything's perfect. I would say it's not everything's perfect, but I don't edit anything. There's nothing on here that I edit. There's no editing on here. This is straight up live stream. I don't think there's anybody out here that can do a live stream like me. No edit. No edit, right? No edit. Straight up. And I give you some good whiskey. All right, good whiskey content. The whiskey content you guys want to see. Okay, these things should be. These things should be good. Look at that. Oof. All right, these things should be good. That's oof. Beautiful little thing. Juicy, juicy little thing, too. Juicy little thing, too. I'm going to take this one off. Look at that. Oof. I'm going to take that juicy thing off, too. We got 5 of them. How much does this cost me? It didn't cost me too much. Look at this. Oof. I'm going to take that juicy thing off. Dang. Looks so good. Let's take that juiciness, that juicy, juicy thing off. I wish I could have like a little fire going. I wish I could get a little fire going on here because I want it more black. I want it more charred up. Oh, it's nice. I want it more charred up, man. Honestly, ladies, I want it charred up. You guys don't understand how good it is when it's charred up. It's like the ultimate bite. When it's charred up and cooked up nicely, it's the ultimate bite. Ultimate bite. All right, so we're going to put all those there. We're going to close a bowl that smells so good. Let's close the bottom of that. It's good. I just bent over and my bag is killing me right now. Let's close this up. Let's close this up real quick. All right, so you're gonna close the bottom vent. This thing's falling apart. Close the bottom vent. You're gonna close this up. It's good. All right, here we go. Let me show you. Yes, some of you want to see. Don't move anywhere. Don't move anywhere. You're gonna see. You're gonna see how those sausages, how beautiful those sausages look like. You're gonna see officially. If you like the stream so far, hit that like button. I'm gonna show you the sausages. Beautiful sausages. All right, beautiful sausages. Hey, let's back up a little bit. You're gonna see those beautiful sausages. And yes, I cleaned the floor, but I gotta clean this up. Oh, look at these beautiful sausages. Shoot. Okay, let's move it. Let's move. Oh, Lord heavens. Look at those sausages, baby. Dang. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. It honestly looks real nice. I'm gonna show you real quick. A little bit closer. Dang. Look at those salt. God dang. You gotta know what you're doing when you're doing this. They look really honestly amazing. I want to put this on here because this is what I used. Damn. God, this is amazing. And I'm going to eat this with my leftovers, the picanha. I'm going to eat this. with the picanha, right? We're going to eat this with the picanha. Let's put this a little bit lower. Man. I'm going to be eating this with some picanha. Dang, I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Look at this, how beautiful. So beautiful, man. So beautiful. You guys heard the stories on this stream. I hope you guys all had a fun time. Again, the 5 whiskeys that I will tell you should definitely buy and you could afford them. The 5 whiskeys, right? Early Tams. Bottled and Bond, 100 proof. You gotta have this in your collection. Weller, Special Reserve. I love this on the beach. Also, Top Floor. You gotta have this. It's just such a good whiskey to have in your collection. It's inexpensive. Shout out to Russell's 10-year This is just something you have to have. You're sick of Buffalo Trace? Well, guess what? Get yourself Russell's 10-year. If you can still find it for $34.99, I would recommend you to get this, especially if it's a new batch. And then the whiskey that we're having right now. This is a little bit pricier than some of the other ones. It's about $50-some, $45, $45.99. But I still recommend that you still need that. I personally think you need that in your collection. You just gotta have something from Bardstown Bourbon Company. I think that's a good one to have. Definitely a great one to have. I actually have it. I actually have it in my glass. Let's drink some. Let's see. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Man, that's good. And that's good. What's the best whiskey on the stream? Well, everybody thinks this is the best whiskey. It's not the best. It's not the best, but you need to add this in your add this in your bar, okay? Always have this. That way you can tell the people, look, try this out. And then when you take this out, they're gonna say, I actually like this one. How much is this one? And you're gonna tell them the price. Or like, you have this in your bar and you try it out, the Blantons, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Try this one. Try this one. And you try this one. You try this one. Like, man, I like that one more. Yes, the Blantons. It's all about all Blantons. B Young. Good to see B Young, Ash. Good to see B Young and Ash and my members. Remember, if you have that membership, renew the membership when you have the chance. It's one per month. Renew the membership when you get the chance. Huge shout outs to Ash. Huge shout outs to Ash in the chat room. Huge shout outs to B Young, April Neal. Who that? Farm Kitty. Also, Edgar Romeo's probably watching right now. Shout outs to Edgar Romeo. Jason Kane is probably working and watching. Shout outs to Jason Kane. Every one of my ranchers that have been here in this week, Bob Loves Whiskey, right? Instant in this chat room. Thank you so much, Instant. Thank you so much. By the way, oh man, this is hot. Let me lick this up. That is so good. That is so good. This is so good. I'm just licking my chops right now, man. That is so good. Who that? There you go. Who that? Thank you so much. Who that? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to keep on going, but we are at 122 minutes on this stream, okay? 122 minutes on the stream. We got a total of, on the stream, 9 super chats. I really appreciate it. I know you guys are trying your best to help out the channel. It helps out always to send super chats. I appreciate it so much. It doesn't mean that if I got more super chats, I would not cut this off. I still need to cut this off. I have my picanha, leftover picanha. I got leftovers, and I'm going to add it with this. Also today, the basketball game. NBA Finals, who you're rooting for? OKC, or are you rooting for the Pacers? Who are you going to root for the basketball? Yes, the basketball. Who you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Point of matter is, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching the basketball game. I don't know if it's what time it is, but here we go. Let's drink some. Ladies and gentlemen, shout outs to the USA. Shout outs to the U.S. Marines. We talk about a Marine in this chat room. Shout outs to the U.S. Marines. U.S. Coast Guard. Shout outs to the Coast Guard, right? Coast Guard. They're doing amazing things over there. Shout outs to the Army. Shout outs to the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Battling the aliens over there on the moon. Huge shout outs to all the Marines that have gone to Los Angeles. Shout outs to the Marines. Shout outs to the law enforcement in Los Angeles, USA. Shout outs to ICE. Shout outs to ICE. Shout outs to ICE. The ICE, yes. the ice that I put in this glass. Shout out to the ice that I put in this glass. Shout out to USA. Shout out to Florida Panthers. Shout out to my chat room. Who's in the last one I see in the chat room? Comment in the chat room. Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Oof. Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Look at this. Look at this. Ooh. Be young. Be young. Be young. I see you, Be Young. Farm Kitty. I see you, Farm Kitty. Who that? I see you. Reaper, tomorrow we'll be back, and I'm going to be cooking up. I think I'm going to cook up some beer chicken, beer can chicken. What you think? Beer can chicken? Shout out to April. Shout out to April. If you're watching right now and you enjoyed this live stream, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't up in the corner. Hit that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, short video. I posted up a short video today. All of you that are watching, hit the like button in the short video. Comment in the short video. I did put this Blanton's on the short video. You can go to the YouTube main home. You can see the last short video I posted up. Hit that like button for the short video. I really appreciate all of you if you do. Let's get the algorithm going so that we can get a hit on the live stream. You guys are amazing. We got 31 likes on here. That's awesome. Let's get more likes on here. And for all of you watching, I'm about to sign out. Before I sign out, is this hot still? Ooh! That thing's hot and it tastes amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Reaper officially signed out. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. Shout out to all of you. You guys are amazing. I'll see you all tomorrow. Me too, me too. If your boss says anything tomorrow and he says something dumb, just say, me too. Or if there's a woman that you want to listen to, oh, me too, me too. If there's a man you don't want to listen to, man, me too, me too. If you just don't listen to conversation, man, me too. Shout out to all of you. You guys are amazing. Reaper sign out. Sign out.